Hi friends, welcome to the crash course of English Yuvak Bharati. This is for 12th Standard Maharashtra Board for academic year 2021. We'll give solutions to the textbook questions that are icebreakers and brainstorming. This year, the syllabus of poetry section has been reduced by 25%. So 2.7 and 2.8 poems will not come. However, the grammar part will be there in your exams. The Inchcape Rock is the third poem of section 2, that is poetry section. The poem gives us a message that those who do wrong things will meet with due punishment. We'll see solutions to the icebreakers. Prepare a word register related to marine life. First is given sailors, coast, compass, lighthouse, port, nautical miles, tide, ships and ocean. The functions of a lighthouse are: first is to show directions, to warn of dangers, to send signals to the ships. Next, discuss in pairs the various famous rocks in the world and mention the places where they are. First is given, we can add Wave Rock, Australia, Hanging Rock, Australia. Narrate in the class a story about someone who destroyed or spoiled someone else's good work. We can write a story like this. Once a boy had a habit of spoiling everyone's drawing in the class. Whenever he sees the beautiful drawing with vibrant color, he would put efforts to mess it up. Because of this jealousy, all his friends would hide the drawings from him. One day on the drawing exam day, that boy made a drawing of a seashore and was about to submit it to the supervisor, but somehow he himself spilled the water all over. He hurriedly tried to save his painting, but the color spread quickly and looked untidy. All his friends felt happy and also sad for him. By this episode, he got his lesson that never to spoil another's work. We'll see the next question. Discuss in pairs and groups the following expressions. So there are 5 expressions given. The answer to this is, the given expressions means whatever you give comes back whether good or bad. If you trouble your sister and she troubles you right back, that's tit for tat. If you give someone a cupcake and she gives you back, that's as you sow, so shall you reap. This phrase is related to the saying, let the punishment fit the crime. So whatever we give will come back to us. We'll move to brainstorming. A1. Narrate in groups the scene described in the beginning of the poem. In the beginning of the poem, a peaceful scenario has been shown. The air, the sea and the ship is in calm state. The sea waves are so weak that they are unable to send the shock or the sound. There are not much movements for the Inchcape bell to ring. A2 first, complete the following statements. A, the answer is because during the tide, the rock remains submerged and he wanted the ships to be safer. B part, because he saved many ships from collisions or breaking as he installed the Inchcape bell. A2 first C. The result of the thick haze that covered the sky was that Sir Ralph could not see the sun. D. The rover in frustration pulled his hair and cursed himself because he was fearing of death as he cut the Inchcape bell. A2 second. Arrange in a proper sequence as per their occurrence. So the answers are, the Abbot of the Aberbrothok had placed the bell on the boy on the rock. The waves were so small that they did not move enough to ring the bell at the Inchcape Rock. Ralph bent over from the boat. There was a thick haze spread over the atmosphere. Sir Ralph cursed himself in despair and in his frustration tore his hair. A2 third, describe the qualities of the abbot. So the qualities are, apart from benevolent, big-hearted, caring, selfless and well-wisher. A2 fourth, jealousy is the most incurable defect, justify. So the answer could be, a lot of self-training is required to get rid of the negative emotion of jealousy. As long as a person holds a low opinion of self, he or she can never be immune to this defect. Even with lot of practice, one is bound to feel this emotion at some point in their lives. Thus, jealousy is the most incurable defect. A2 fifth, but the rover's mirth was wickedness. The meaning to this is, that Sir Ralph was in happy mood as he had planned a wicked idea. A3. Below are the meanings of those terms. We need to identify the word. So the words are helps in steering the ship. The word is steer. The lowest part of the ship is keel. Floating object that shows direction is buoy. Another name for ship is vessel or boat. Sinking sound is gurgling. A4. This is for the information. A4 second. Find the figure of speech. First one is given. We'll start with the second one. No stir in the air, no stir in the sea. Figure of speech is repetition as the word no stir is repeated. Third, on a buoy in the storm, it floated and swung. It is inversion as the words are rearranged. Fourth, down sang the bell with a gurgling sound. This is also inversion as the words are rearranged. Fifth, the devil below was ringing his knell. It is onomatopoeia. The ringing shows sound by bell by the devil. Sixth, the ship was as still as she could be. This is personification. The ship is given human value. On the deck, the rover takes his stand. This is inversion. The order of the words are rearranged. And last, O Christ. This is apostrophe as address is made to non-existent ones. A5 first. Write an appreciation of the poem The Inchcape Rock. The Inchcape Rock by the poet Robert Southey is based on the thought that bad things meet a bad end. The rhyming scheme used is AABB, and figures of speech used are alliteration, repetition, inversion, metaphor, personification. The poet first described the beauty and finally Sir Ralph's bad deed. The Inchcape Rock is depicting selfless nature of Abbot, helping the sailors and receiving all the blessings. Those who are wicked always tries to trap them. Here Sir Ralph was trapped in his own misdoings. The moral from this poem is, as you sow, so shall you reap. The moral is still relevant and is timeless. A5 second, compose 4 to 6 lines on sea. So the lines are, the waves and sand and shells of the quiet and serene shore it tells. The breeze and waves and sun, feeling the amazement along the fun. A6 1. Expand the ideas on the following topics. The first one is pride goes before a fall. It says that we shouldn't be overconfident of our abilities. Our overconfidence may destroy us. So we should not be blind by our pride but be humble to the people and situations. B. Time and tide wait for none. It says that, like time, tide does not stop or wait for anyone. We have to make most of our valuable time. Utilize it to the fullest rather than wasting, as once lost, we lose the opportunity. C. Man proposes, God disposes. Man is the most intelligent animal. He makes all the efforts to make things happen. But God too has its own plans, and He makes all plans come true at right time and right place. D. Look before you leap. It makes us aware about the decisions and the actions. It makes us aware about the actions or decisions that we take in hurry. So when we make any decision, we need to verify it from different aspects before concluding, as a caution measure. A6 second. The answer to this is, the opening stanzas shows the quiet and calm sea, very weak waves which can't move the Inchcape bell. But in the last line shows a rise in the water level, the force of the wind, and the waves that led to the collision of the ship with the Inchcape Rock. Thus, there is a shift of mood from calm to stormy sea. A7, the first one, second, and the third are for research, information, and reading. Do check playlist on HSC English Grammar. Also, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.